Hi, my name's Lennox, and today I am going to review a game of. This time I'm going to review a game of Gata Kamsky versus versus Sergei Tiviakov. Weird name. And it started out with d4, knight to f6, knight to f3, e6, bishop to f4, c5, e3, just defending the d4 pawn, and the opponent played c5 because he wanted to strike the d4 pawn. And then bishop to e7, developing a piece and also getting ready to castle. c3, just make it up a little pyramid here. And also defending the d4 pawn again. So black played b6, then h3, then bishop to b7 to attack the knight on f3 and also to develop the bishop. Knight to d2, developing the knight. Pawn captures on d4. Pawn captures on d4. And then d6, making room for the knight to go to d7 if the knight wanted to. Bishop to d3, preparing to castle. Knight to d7, castle, castle. Rook to e1, putting the rook on the half-open file. Rook to e8, putting on the rook, getting ready to open up the e file, make it an open file. a4, a6, getting ready to stop, getting ready to play b5 if wanted or needed. Bishop to h2, getting ready for some kind of attack and not wanting to be attacked if e5 happened. Queen to c7, c4, a5, which is now defended by the b6 pawn. Knight to b3, going to maneuver the knight to c3. Queen to d8, knight to c3. d5, trying to open up the center. White says, you can open up the center, but you're going to have to capture me. So Black said, oh yeah? Well, then I'm going to attack your knight. So that's why Black played bishop to b4. White guarded the knight. Black said, okay, if I'm going to capture, I may as well just make you extra weak and not let you capture it back that hard. Rook to e3, guarding the bishop on d3. Knight to f8, going to maneuver the knight. Knight to b5, putting the knight on an active square. Knight to e4, trying to put the knight in the middle of the board. And if white captures, black will capture back. Oh no, when white captures back, the bishop will capture. Okay, so white played rook to c2. Black played rook to e7, getting ready to double and then push. Queen to c1. Knight to d7. And this really, that knight is really down in black's territory. So knight, and also attacks the rook on c8. That's why he played knight. He or she played knight to a7. So black said, knight, get out of here. So black attacked the knight. but white just ignored the knight and play the very unbelievable pawn takes d5, and d takes d5, and then knight to c6. Bishop takes c6, rook takes c6. They just had a bunch of trades. Okay, queen to f8. Not sure, ready to defend the bishop with the move of the rook. Rook to e2. Rook to e8, getting ready to move the knight and trade some rooks. Rook to c3, making Alekhine's gun. Black played h6, trying to make some air for the king, not letting back rank mate happen. Yikes. I gotta go back to the position where we were before. Okay. Captures, okay. Right here after left. Okay, bishop to f4. Getting ready to make a sacrifice. g4. Bishop to c7. Getting ready to attacking the d6 pawn. Knight to f6. Trying to help defend everything. Bishop to f5, trying their best to attack the knight on d7. Queen to g7, preparing to defend. Bishop to d6, attacking the rook. Bishop captures bishop, rook captures bishop. And knight to f8 to try their best to defend. Rook to c8, trying to trade off rooks. Rook captures, queen captures. Knight to e8, trying to block out the attack from the side. Rook captures the pawn on b6. h5, trying to make a little attack on the king side. White's too big. It's too strong. So white played queen to d8. Rook to e2. Bishop attacks the rook on e2. And then black resigned, realizing the rook cannot really move anywhere safely except e6, and after move to e6, a simple bishop to b5 would be deadly. Like, for example, if there, maybe captures, definitely not captures. Maybe bishop there, attacking the knight, and black's position is just going to crumble. It's just crumbling. And I hope you liked Chess with Lennox, and I hope you liked that game. And see you next time. Bye. And thanks for watching.